I like to use a Savoy cabbage. And why is that different from regular cabbage? Well, it's a much better taste. It's not as thick a taste as real cabbage. It's not as pungent. And the leaves are softer and they are wrinkly. See how pretty they are? So you're going to want probably 10 to 12 leaves. And what I do instead of boiling the leaves is microwave the leaves. And the reason I do that is because, first of all, I don't have to get a big pot of boiling water going. I don't have to cook these until they're all soft. I don't have to waste the vitamins that are being leached out into the water. In the microwave, they will soften beautifully, and I'll be able to take that core out very easily, and that's the easy way to do it, and you also preserve a lot of the vitamins. So take off as many leaves as you think you're going to need. For this recipe, you probably need 10 to 12 to fit a 9 by 13 casserole dish for a pound of pork. You could use turkey, you could use ground chicken, whatever. So I've got to put these in the microwave, and depending on how sturdy the leaves are, it's going to take somewhere between 25 to 30 seconds to get these wilted. So if you didn't believe me, here it is, all wilted. But you notice how beautifully green it stayed. So now you have your vitamins there intact. That's far different from this stiff one when I put it in the microwave. So it becomes extremely limp because you need that limpness in order to roll them. So once you have them like that, you just want to set them aside. So in a bowl, we want to make almost like a meatloaf mixture. So let's add an egg and just kind of beat that up a little bit. We have got some garlic, 2 cloves of garlic, an onion, minced, we've got salt and pepper, obviously, pepper, parsley, Italian flat leaf, about 1/4 cup of that, a dash of paprika, about 1/4 teaspoon of that, some dried oregano. And when I use oregano, I like to get it like this, see? You can find this really in Italian grocery stores, or sometimes you can find it in a regular grocery store, or you can get it if you happen to be visiting Italy. So I'm going to put some dried oregano in there. I like oregano, so maybe about 1 teaspoon or so, whatever you like. That aside. And let's mix that up all together. I like to do the clean things first before I put the meat in. And with this, we're going to have some barley. So here we have barley. Barley is a cereal grain. So you need about 1 cup of barley cooked. So this is pearled barley. You can buy it in your grocery store. This becomes a nice binder. If you don't want to use barley for the filling, you could always use a rice. You could use a brown rice, a regular rice. You could use quinoa. There are options here. But today we're using barley. And it's loaded with fiber. So let's put some barley in here. Mix that all up. And these are going to bake in tomato sauce. There are many ways to make cabbage rolls, and different cultures have different ways to do it. Here's some grated Pecorino Romano cheese. That's that sheep's milk cheese. We're going to add that to our mix. And now I really have to get my hands into this. All right, once you have this well blended, then we're going to start to fill our cabbage rolls. Plop that in. And then you fold that edge in that you just nipped a little bit. Fold this edge in. Fold that edge in. Fold this edge in. And roll. See? Beautiful. So I started doing some earlier for you. Let me show you. You put them in a bake dish where you've got a layer of tomato sauce that obviously you made yourself, right? And then you just keep going like this. So again, patch, fold, fold, over. And there's our last one. So now, the oven's on at 350 degrees. You want to give this some tomato sauce right over the top. Okay. It's looking great. And now we are going to put a sprinkling of Parmigiano Reggiano over the top. Your oven, as I say, is on 350. This is probably going to take 35 minutes. You want them really hot when they come out of the oven. And they're ready to go.